is it possible, even just initially, for this committee to be provided with a breakdown of how the funds, at least from 2010 onwards, were used? Parang yung binasa ko po kanina, kahit yung ganun lang ka-basic po.
As we assure the chairman, we will comply to the best of our ability, given the stricture that in fact napadala nga para sa special audit yung karamihan ng aming papeles.
Understood. Ang hinihingi lang naman po natin is essentially a summary, no, of how these funds were used, similar to the listing I read with respect to year 2000. Okay, so hopefully mabibigyan po tayo kasi mahirap po mag-proceed at mahirap po malaman kung kung may batayan yung sinasabi ng mga magsasakang kasama natin dito na hindi po nila naramdaman o hindi nila napakinabangan yung mga pondo sa excise tax na tinanggap ng Ilocos Norte government kung wala tayong ganong ka-basic na impormasyon. Ano ba yung mga proyekto na pinagamitan nito, no? Sa 2015 po, meron pong mga reports that, and it was discussed in this committee, na meron pong 147.4 million na inappropriate. And it came out here that the appropriations were for the PIME program. No, tanong ko lang po kung nakapag-submit na po ba, Mr. Chair, ang Ilocos Norte government nung mga more detailed documents and information on how the PIME the funds were used.
Well, until now, wala pa rin sinasubmit. Gov-IME.
Sorry po. Nakapag-submit na nung dati dahil kasi yung binabanggit na PIME program, wala namang ganun nung 2015 na. Dalawa ang nangyari. Unang-una, yung sa probinsya, yung PIME was a generic brand name na ibinigay sa mga request ng magsasaka. At ginamit lang yun sa umpisa. Later on, naging specific na sa Capital Express pag social services, mga iba't iba para sa youth services and 4-H club and so on. Ikalawa, noong 2014, nagbago kasi yung IRR o yung memo na ibinigay ng NTA at kinailangan, katulad ng sinabi ng DBM, noong 2015 na mag-submit muna
pertaining to the use of the excise tax funds.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Representative Castro.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Can you answer that, Vice Governor?
We will do our utmost best, Your Honors.
So, inuulit ko po, Mr. Chair, yung mga resolution po, kung meron po, ang ating provincial board, kung meron kaugnay po nito. Ito po ay motion para doon.
Any objection? The motion is hereby approved. Representative Gonzales is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Madam Governor. During our second hearing, meron po akong pending question regarding one, which is the PhilJEPS. Nasagot na po yun. Number two, may question po ako kung ISO na po yung PGIN. Sino po pwedeng sumagot nun, Mr. Chair?
Yes, pwede po kaming lahat sumagot at Mr. Chair, pati si Treasurer dahil siya yung head nung latest ISO team.
Who is the QMR, ma'am? The Quality Management Review Representative. Who is the QMR, ma'am, Madam Governor? Can I ask who is the chairman of that?
It used to be the provincial administrator, Apo Windel Chua, who came here the first time.
So, is that around, ma'am? So if that around, all department heads are involved here in the ISO. Alam niyo po kung bakit na, alam niyo po yung assignment niyo regarding ISO, all department head. Are you conducting your quarterly audit each department, ma'am?
Yes, that's correct. And in fact, we just upgraded in the last year for a higher level of ISO.
What ISO, ma'am, are you have now?
I know that we started with the 2009 and have upgraded since.
No, ma'am, ISO only for 9001 to 2008. 18. So, are you on that range?
Yes, nag-umpisa po kami ng 2009. And ang latest, no, it's not the date. It's the type of ISO. The latest, let me check po.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Alam niyo, ma'am, kaya ko po tinatanong ito. Hindi po, kailan po na naging ISO yung Ilocos Norte, ma'am?
2012 or 2013?
So, kung 2012, ma'am, kailan po nangyari yung procurement natin ng mga trucks at ng mga vehicles?
I think nauna yung ISO kesa sa procurement ng mga mini truck.
Thank you, Madam Governor. Madam Governor, kung kito-comply po natin yung ISO, hindi po nangyari yung merong cash advance at hindi po nangyari yung falsification of bidding. Malinaw po, pag may ISO po tayo, this is a procedural. Meaning to say, if that is by administration, you will issue first a PR o PO. Kung ano man ang mauuna sa dalawa. May subasta po yan. Sa isang kumpanya o sa isang departamento, yan po ay na-apply natin. Not only in private sector, but also in government sector. Tingin po kayo, all department ngayon, ISO na po sila. Kasi procedural po yan. We have to follow the procedure. Yung bidding po, pagkatapos ng bidding, meron pa pong mga canvas yan. Kaya may purchase request po tayo. Yun po, hindi ko po nakita. May PR po tayo, may diretsong bayad, bawal po yun sa ISO. Kaya wag na po tayo magpa-ISO kung di po natin ina-apply. Kasi po, yung ISO ay napaka-importante po yan. Alam niyo po ibig sabihin ng ISO? International. So, sinagot yun na po. Ano po? Kaya ako po tinanong ulit. Para po sana, sa susunod, with our chairman and the members of good government and public accountability, ito po napaka-importante talaga, yung ISO. So, yung pong back chairman natin, nandito po siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Pagkawili, yung pong ISO, in-apply niyo to during your bidding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung pong sumali sa bidding, ISO member po siya? Yung nakakuha ng mga trucks at mga vehicles?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
Paki-check lang po yung libro nyo. Baka po pwede nyo matingnan doon kung tama yung ginawa nyo o mali yung ginawa nyo. So, sige po, sagutin nyo po.
Hindi na po ako pumupunta sa back, Your Honor. Hindi na ako member.
Hindi po, naging back chairman po kayo, di ba?
Opo, pero hindi na po ako pumupunta.
But the mere fact, the back chairman, you know the procedural of the process of PhilJebs and this Republic Act 9184.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, paki-revisit yun. Ano? Wala na po ako ibang tatanong para at least alam nyo po. Sinabi po ng majority na kung ano, kasi po we are on the process of amending the Republic Act 9184. Baka po makatulong ito. Makabilis, walang korupsyon. Yan ang gusto ng ating Pangulo. So, kaya ako po tinanong ito para sa hearing namin sa appropriation. Ako po ang nakatoka kasi sa Committee on Rules on Republic Act 9184 sa amendment para ma-share ko po yung magandang ideya. Kung maganda pong ideya yung ginawa natin, gagawin ko po to, i-share ko po sa pag-amenda ng Procurement Act ng Republic Act 9184. So, Mr. Chair, yun lang po, para at least alam ng lahat. Salamat po.
Majority, yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Chairman.
Governor.
Yes, just in quick response to Congressman Gonzalez's query, it's actually ISO 9001-908. We got it in 2013 after the procurement of the mini trucks, and we have since been upgraded in February to 9001-2015.
Thank you, Madam Governor. Pero are you conducting the quarterly audit, Madam Governor po?
Yes, we are doing the quarterly audit religiously po.
Opo, kasi po, Madam Governor, napaka-importante po ng audit. Yung audit, alimbawa, ako sa planning, ikaw sa maintenance, ikaw sa construction, you are auditing each other. Kaya napaka-importante po yan. Yung mga ISO po, international po yan, na nagtuturo sa atin. Very helpful and very procedural yung gawa po natin. Hindi po tayo maliligaw. Kaya tinatanong ko po si Chairman, kasi umpisa sa pera, sa procurement, yan po, tumatakbo yun down the line. Kaya kung ma-upgrade nyo pa yan at ma-apply po natin yan, siguro hindi na po mangyayari yan. Salamat, Madam Governor.
Majority Floor Leader Fariñas
Yes,
is
Mr. Chair, I'll
recognized.
just make some clarifications regarding the interpellation made by Congresswoman Castro and Congressman Representative Tino about PIME. Ma'am, kailan po natigil yung PIME?
Ang pagkaalala ko, 2012 yata, mas kabisado ng ating SP. Pero ang alam ko, nag-umpisa lang yan noong 2010, 2011, nung simula pa lamang. Pagkatapos noon, sinectoralize na yung iba't ibang mga release at talagang specific na po.
Ma'am, you always say, mas alam ng SP, there is no action of the SP that is not approved by the governor, ma'am. So,
Yes, that is correct.
mas alam niyo po dapat yon dahil you can veto, you can approve. So we cannot just say mas alam ng SP yan because under our system of government, doon po sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, they cannot appropriate anything without your approval po.
Yes, well
So
taken.
now, 2012, we are, even Vice Governor Barba, sabi mo 2012 yung huling appropriations nyo.
Yun po ang naalala ko, Your Honor.
Sir, ang tagal-tagal na natin naghihiring dito, di pa, noong Mayo pa ito. Hindi pa nyo tinignan. We've been asking all of this question repeatedly, but when you come here, yun po yung naalala ko, very evasive po yung answer na ganun because we have been asking you about this. We asked you before about PIME, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you have not even bothered to check.
I think
Since
for a
May?
fact it is to 2013 wala na pong PIME. Yun po ang pag-alam ko.
Okay, sir. Here is Provincial Appropriations number 004-2013. Approved on September 30, 2013. Approved by the Governor on October 7, 2013. Ang title po ng ordinance is An Ordinance Appropriating the Amount of 78,579,352 pesos from the province's share in the tobacco excise tax under RA 7171 for the calendar year 2011 for the programang ikauunlad ng mamayan para sa ekonomiya at ekolohiya, PIME. Ito po, can you show, 2013 na po to, nandiyan po si mga members nyo dito, Conrado Respicio was there. So you appropriated a lump sum amount of 78 million for PIME, pero wala pong specifics eh. Paano po gagastusin ito? Since you appropriated, and maybe the governor, since he approved it, how will this be spent, ma'am? The 78 million, or how was it spent? Considering that there is no indication, it's just appropriated for PIME.
Yes, as explained in earlier hearings, ang naaalala ko, ang pinagbasehan niyan, dalawa. Unang-una, yung APP na sinubmit sa Sangguniang...
What is that, ma'am? APP? APP is Annual Procurement Program po.
The Annual Investment Program. Yun yung unang pinagbasehan nun, kaya hindi lumilihis doon at may tourist transport segment doon. Kaya naibigay yun sa mini truck. Pagkatapos, maliban pa sa aming tinatawag na AIP, meron rin mga basehan na tinatakda ng batas sa RA 7171, number 1 to 4. Yung livelihood, yung farm-to-market
Yes,
routes,
ma'am.
yung co-ops at iba pa.
Yung nga po ang trabaho ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, to appropriate those funds for these four purposes mandated by law. But what the Sangguniang Panlalawigan has been doing is to give it to you as a lump sum, tapos kayo na po bahala gumagastos doon. Yun po nangyayari. So there is clear undue delegation of legislative powers here, or a lump sum fund given to the PIME. Ang bahala na si Governor, ano gagawin niya doon? Kayo naman po na Sangguniang Panlalawigan, ina-appropriate nyo yung amount in violation of 7171 because 7171 gives you the guidelines as to how you should appropriate the money. But you appropriate it, lump sum, and give it to the Governor. Yun po nangyayari. And, ma'am, sabi nyo, up to 2012, I will show you, ma'am, your AIP for 2014, which you furnished to us. This is the CY 2014 Annual Investment Program, AIP, by Program Projects Activity. I refer you to section, page 20 po, ng program na ito. Kasi dito po niyo pagbabasehan kanyo, but nakakagulat po dahil dito po sa AIP niyo, nakalagay po, AIP Reference Code 3000-25 Program Project Activity Description, programang ikauunlad ng mamamayan, ekonomiya at ekolohiya, open parenthesis, PIME. Implementing Agency, Office of the Governor, the amount is 300 million pesos. Ganyan lang po, wala naman pong details. Ito po yung, Mr. Page, can you show this to Mr. Engineer Agkawili dahil sila po nag-submit nito eh. Nagiging lump sum po na discretionary fund na nga po nangyayari dahil in the annual investment program, there is an item of 300 million for PIME without specifics. And then, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan complicitly also throws money into that program without specifications either. Kasi po yung Sangguniang Panlalawigan, pag nag-appropriate po tayo, no money shall be paid out of the treasury. Parang yan na nga po yung kinagalit ng Supreme Court doon sa DAP dahil hindi na po dumaan sa Kongreso, tapos pinagsama-sama yung mga savings at nagtayo sila ng bagong programa na DAP. Hindi po pwede yun dahil violation po yan ng separation of powers because it is the legislative that appropriates. It is the governor that enforces the appropriation. Pero ang nangyayari po dito, Mr. Kawili, can you look at your AIP? Ano po nakalagay dyan? Meron po bang detalya kung ano paggagamitan sa 300 million na yan?
Ang reference code po, Your Honor, is 3000-25. Programang ikauunlad ng mamamayan, ekonomiya at ekolohiya. For funding po na 300 million.
300 million. Meron po bang details kung ano yung PIME na yan?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Yun na nga po eh. At yung 7171 funds, dyan po itinatapon. Ang batas po, binibigay po yan at ang requirement nga po, kailangan i-appropriate ng sanggunian, the local sanggunian, the amounts. But what has been happening is the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, with the approval of the governor, gives the amount in full or lump sum to her program. Wala na po kayong legislative action after that. So, bahala na po yung gobernadora kung saan niya ginagamit. 300. And then, hindi naman po minsanan lang yan eh. This is 2013. In 2012, ganun din po. This is appropriation 68-2012. Appropriating, ito po, the amount of 230 million 658,870 pesos from the province's share from tobacco excise tax, RA 7171, for the programang ikauunlad ng mamayan para sa ekonomiya at ekolohiya. Signed, Jaime Marcos on December 4, 2012. Signed by Angelo Barba. Wala po. This appropriation ordinance shall take effect upon approval. Basta ina-appropriate na lamang po yung 232,603,581 pesos to PIME. Tobacco excise taxes funds po ito. But you treat them as lump sum funds, you transfer them to the PIME, laki pera po itong mga ito na nalalabag po yung batas. Dahil ang batas po, sinasabi niya na 4 lang ang pwede paggamitan dyan. Pero kayo po, ina-appropriate nyo at ina-approve naman ni Governor, binibigay nyo na lang sa Governor kung paano niya gagamitin yung pondo na yan. Ganon din po nung 2011, previous years, 2011. Ganon, malaking amount din po dahil yan po yung unang bugso ng pasok ng pondo galing sa, ito po, there were 2 appropriations actually in 2012. The first one I read is 68-2012. This is a prior provincial appropriation ordinance 55-2012. An ordinance appropriating the amount of 71,386,421 pesos for the programang ikauunlad ng mamamayan para sa ekonomiya at ekolohiya, approved by the Governor Jaime Marcos on January 29, 2012. Ganun lang po. There is hereby appropriated the amount of 71,386,421 pesos from the province's share from tobacco excise tax, RA 7171, CY, calendar year 2011, amounting to 70 million pesos. I'll just round the figures. And 1.1 million representing the province's share in Burley. Pinagsama nyo yung Burley at saka 7171, but yung Burley minimal lang naman, 1.1 million. 7171 is 70.2 million for the programang, for PIME na nga. And then, Section 2, this ordinance shall take effect upon approval. In-approve ni Governor, so approve na ito, appropriation na ito, without the Sanggunian even knowing where the money will be spent. Nakakatakot po itong ginagawa nyo because you are, parang kami po, sa Kongreso, mag-appropriate kami ng 5 billion para sa PDGong. That's it. Hindi ho papasayan dito dahil babatikusin. Ano yan, amount na yan, saan gagamitin yan and everything. Maski po, Presidente ng Pilipinas yun. Hindi po pwede yung lump sum appropriation sa ganyan na yan naman po ang ginagawa nyo sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan o Ilocos Norte. So, Madam Commissioner, pakitingnan po yung mga basis dahil parang ganito na nga nangyari. Ina-appropriate na lang ng, ang nakapinagtataka ko is Mr. Franco never questioned any of this. Kayo po ang COA . You should have questioned in your annual audit report, sandali, what is the basis of this monies being spent? Sangguniang Panlalawigan, you cannot do that. You are not appropriating the amounts in accordance with RA 7171 because you are simply passing it to the governor. So the governor now has not even any parameters. Alam niyo naman po, pwede rin mag-delegate ng legislative powers if the delegate has guidelines to follow, if there are implementing rules and regulations. Pero ito po basta binibigay na lang yung napakalaki, daang-daang milyon nga po ito sa isang tao at baala na po siya kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng program PIME. In fact, like the governor said, hindi, kwan lang yan, acronym lang yan. But hundreds of millions po ang linalagay nyo to a non-existing non-entity or non-existing program in accordance with the words of the governor dahil wala naman pong legal basis, there is no legislative basis, there is no executive order creating for this fund, for this programa, yet the Sangguniang Panlalawigan blindly appropriates the amount for this PIME. Did the governor request for this appropriation, Mr. Vice Governor? Because that is what happens, I know, because I read also the folders of my daughter, if I have the time, who is a member of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. The governor writes to you and request for the appropriation.
Some, Your Honor.
For this one.
I think, yes, Your Honor. It was requested.
Precisely, the governor requested, kayo naman po sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, alam nyo naman po yung obligasyon nyo, ma'am, ano po ba paggagamitan yan? Yung mga Sangguniang Panlalawigan, pinagdedebatehan din po ninyo dapat yan. Sandali, ibibigay natin yung 200 million dyan, para saan yan? Saan gagamitin yan? So, ganun po ang nangyari dito and that is lamentable po. Pakitignan po ninyo yan. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chair.
Before I recognize Representative Tino, may I acknowledge the presence of Representative Rodolfo Albano III, Vice Chairman, Representative Ron Salo, and Representative Don Gonzales. Representative Tino is now recognized.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
before the Honorable Tino speaks, I was just going through the documents I only saw now presented by the Majority Leader. It might be of interest to the Honorable Tino and the Honorable Casilao in your quest. So let me just go through some of the details that I noticed, Mr. Chair, if I may. I am trying to reconcile the report purportedly given by Madam Vicenta de la Cruz. Unfortunately, she is not here, but Madam Commissioner Aguito has a copy, and so I'm trying to reconcile it. And now, with what the Majority Leader has shared, some things are becoming quite clear. For example, if we look at 2012, Madam Commissioner, I'll use you as the foil, we can see that the receipt of provincial government of Ilocos Norte of its share amounted to 235 million pesos. This was for 2012. And if we put it against the resolution, now this is the appropriation ordinance number 2012-068, it transfers, from 235 million that was received in 2012, it transfers 230 million. Almost the whole amount was transferred into the PIME program. So now it's becoming quite clear. We are trying to trace. Now, this has been our problem from the start, the documentation. So now, slowly, from 7171, ma'am, it was transferred. And obviously, they're quite good at their accounting because there is also another appropriation ordinance here from 2012 dealing with 71 million left over from 2011. So it says, from the share of the province's share of tobacco excise tax in 2011. So in 2012, they got the 235 they received as the 2012 share, dinala sa PIME, binalikan pa rin nila yung naiwan ng 2011. And then the 2013 appropriation ordinance as read by the Majority Leader, September 30, 2013, but it appropriates 78 million from the 7171 share, also of 2011. Binalikan pa nila yung 2011. So they know they're keeping some sort of, they're using it like an ATM. They have a running balance of unused amounts, and then they just keep drawing from it at their discretion. So imagine, 2012, they took from their total 2012, they took it out, put it in PIME, they took some out of the leftover of 2011. 2013, they went back and took some more out of the share of 2011. So I think they're keeping books also regarding this, and this will be a guide to us as to what happened, to help the farmers. Tinatanong nila, saan napunta yung aming share? O ito po, napunta sa PIME. Ano po ba? So I hope this also enlightens, and this will all come to light when we go through the timelines of all the documents we have, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Majority Floor Leader.
in fairness to the province, I think I am aware as to why the amount being appropriated is 2 years old, because the DBM is delayed in releasing shares of the province. So it happens like in 2013, they just received the share for 2011. In fact, today, when is the latest that we have received, Vice Governor, Madam Governor? What shares have we received from 7171? Nandun yata sa breakdown. Wala pa yata ng...
As I recall, we had the 2013 complete. I'm not certain if 2014 has been remitted in total. 2013 yung naaalala kong buo. At yung 2014, hindi ko sigurado kung kompleto ba yun o awampay.
I think since we approved the sin taxes...
I think only 2013, sorry, Majority
Mula
Leader.
nung in-approve natin yung sin taxes, the DBM has been holding the shares dahil siguro nalululas sila sa laki ng makukuha. Because they stand to get so much more because of our sin taxes. Our sin taxes now, I think, has a total collection of 110 billion. And if 15% goes to them, that's 15 billion for 1 year alone. And lumalaki yan. Lumalaki ng lumalaki. That's why I think that's the reason. So, yun lang.
Mr. Chair, I was going to propose this at the proper time during the hearing, but regarding now, for this particular instance, regarding the share of the DBM, could we ask now the DBM for the detailed list of the dates of their releases to the provincial government of Ilocos Norte of its share of the 7171? And could we ask our committee secretary now to collate, ibabangga po natin ngayon yung date ng releases and the amounts against the appropriation ordinances so that we can see the timeline. The timelines are very important to us. And at the appropriate time, I was going to ask also that the committee secretariat be ordered to prepare a timeline regarding the purchases of the vehicles and of the 5 transactions that we are undergoing, because already we can begin to see a pattern once we examine it, not as individual documents, but as we look at it comprehensively. For example, as the majority leader says, as soon as 7171 is released for that particular time, soon will follow an ordinance appropriating it to PIME. So let us look at the dates. So we will need the output of the DBM regarding that. And likewise, I will say it now, can the committee secretary already prepare the matrix or timeline regarding the 3 purchase of vehicles and the 5 transactions? Because we can already see from there, certain dates are not followed, or it is too much of a coincidence that the checks, for example, in the purchase, as said by Mr. Fabian Go, he met with Mr. Mark Chua. A cash advance was made of a certain amount. The next day, according to Mr. Go, and he showed us a check and a deposit was made by Mr. Chua. The subsequent day that the cash advance is released, as opposed to the testimony that these were paid to the supplier of the vehicles as they were delivered. It is too much of a coincidence. So, regarding this, could the committee secretariat prepare timelines regarding 7171, releases by the DBM versus appropriation ordinances by PGIN, and then maybe our colleagues will begin to see now some light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chair.
No, I think Director Rivera, can you answer the query?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, pursuant to your instructions, the last time we had a hearing, we actually already prepared the detailed list of releases for Ilocos Norte. We were informed that the formal transmittal letter was just signed, but we will provide the committee with an advance copy of the documents being requested.
Okay, thank you. So hindi pa nasasubmit, isasubmit pa lang ninyo. Okay, thank you, Director Rivera.
Chair.
Representative Tino is recognized.
Thank you, Chair. So, again, with respect to PIME, una, pakiklaro nga po, yung PIME po ba, anong mga taon po yan? pinatupad ng provincial government. So kailan po nagsimula? Nagpapatuloy pa po ba o tapos na ang PIME?
Yes. As stated, I believe it was in the early part of 2010, 2011, 2012. Yung sinasabing 2014 na AIP, hindi yata nagkaroon ng ordinansa, kundi ako nagkakamali. Hanggang 2013 lang talaga yung PIME. At yung sinasabi na transferred from 2012 at 2011, continuing appropriations, yung ipinaliwanag ni Commissioner Aguito kanina, na unused, unliquidated, dahil continuing appropriations for the following year. Yun yung sinasabi ni Congressman Bundok kanina, yung transfer na parang nawala. Hindi po nawala yun, na appropriate as a continuing appropriations year on year, 2011 to 2012.
2010, 2011. In other words, nung umupo kayo bilang governor, tapos sabi nyo hanggang 2013. Pero may shinare po nga na investment plan ng inyong gobyerno na by 2014 ay meron pang, was it, if I remember correctly, 400 million. 400 million para sa PIME. No? So meron pa po by 2014.
If I may clarify ho, yung annual investment program, yung AIP, parang wish list yun. Hindi natutupad lahat. Minsan nakikarry over sa next year kapag walang pera. Ganun ang mga nangyayari madalas sa AIP namin. Sinusulat namin lahat ng kinakailangan at doon namimili ng project in terms of priority. Pero maraming hindi natutupad. Yung isa doon, yung sinasabi na 2014.
Okay. Ngayon, kanina po, tinanong ko po kayo with respect to the appropriations of the excise tax funds, essentially transferring them to the PIME. No? So, meron tayo merong shinare na resolution ng board for 2012 and 2013. No? Tapos, ang sabi nyo po, well, mga excise tax tobacco funds yan, tinransfer nilagay sa PIME, pero actually pangalan lang yung PIME, sabi nyo. Pero ginastos naman sila in accordance with your annual investment plan.
Yes po. The 7171 is also circumscribed by law dun sa 4 na kategorya na nakalista.
Yes. Yun nga po yung tanong ko. Kasi ang sabi nyo, well, don't worry, yung PIME na yan, pangalan lang yan, pero ginagamit siya in accordance with 7171. At alam nyo, as we all know, di ba, yung 4 na lehitimong gamit ng 7171 funds, yung cooperative projects, livelihood projects, agro-industrial projects, and infrastructure projects. No? So, ang sabi nyo, pangalan lang yung PIME. Ang batayan talaga kung paano ginastos yan, yung AIP. Pero dun sa shinare na AIP ni Majority Leader, pag tinignan natin yung AIP, ang nakalagay lang dun, PIME. For whatever amount. Was it 400 million for 2014? No? 300 million for 2014. So, parang pinaikot nyo lang kami. Tinatanong namin kung paano ginamit yung inappropriate ng board na PIME fund. Sabi nyo, well, ginamit in accordance with the annual investment plan. Ngayon, pag tignan natin yung isang sample ng annual investment plan, ang nakalagay din lang pala doon ay 300 million PIME. So, wala rin palang breakdown. So, in other words, batay sa mga dokumento, hindi natin malalaman kung yung 300 million or whatever previous amounts were appropriated, let's say 2013, at least 78 million was appropriated for PIME, hindi naman natin malalaman na ginamit pala talaga ito sa cooperative projects, livelihood projects, agro-industrial projects, and infrastructure projects. Ang nakalagay lang po ay PIME. No? So in other words, parang lumalabas po rito, walang legal basis yung appropriation. Kasi wala naman, hindi naman nakalagay dito, pwede mong ilagay sa PIME. yun po, Mr. Chair, ang tila nakikita ko rito. Now, kung maaari po, pwede po bang ma-submit ng LGU yung annual investment plans for from 2010 to 2016? Nabigay na for all those years. Kasi ang nabasa lang po yung 2014 eh.
Meron po, Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
with your permission, nag-submit nga po sila at makikita po ninyo na nakakapagtaka because in 2012, AIP, ang PIME po on page 16, code 3000-42, 5 million piso lang. Lump sum of 5 million pesos for 2012. Noong 2013, ganon din po, on page 14 of the annual investment program, 5 million din po. Pagkatapos ng 2014, AIP, 300 million na nga dahil sa laki ng inappropriate nila, yung nga lang, lump sum pa rin po yung 300 million sa annual investment program po nila.
Okay. Well, so lumalabas nung 2013 yung unang malaking
2014, yung 300 million.
Yung
The
300
previous 2
million.
years, tigpa 5 million lang.
Pero ang punto ko, Mr. Chair, ay tama nga po, yung inappropriate lump sum, pero ang sinasabi ni Governor ay, well, pangalan lang naman yan. No? Siyempre, ang tinitingnan ng committee rito, ginamit ba yung 7171 funds for the purposes which are authorized in the law. No? Pero ang lumalabas, ang sagot ng Governor ay, well, label lang po yan, talagang ginamit yan in accordance with the annual investment plan. Pero pag tinignan natin yung annual investment plan, lump sum pa rin.
Mr.
So,
Chair, please.
asan po yung legal basis? Paano, paano natin masasabi na inappropriate nyo talaga para dun sa apat na lehitimong gamit ng excise tax funds?
Mr. Chair, may I just add that in...
Yes, Governor Barbas.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In 2014, with regards to PIME, we did not appropriate anything for PIME.
Majority Floor Leader.
Hindi na, dahil nandun na ngayon 2013 nyo, 2012, 2011, sobra-sobra na yun. It will in fact balance, as the gentleman from Pampanga said, yung inappropriate nyo kasi is for 2011, sa PIME was 62 million. And then in 2012, meron pa ho kayo 2010 eh. Uy, bago ito ah. Laki nito, 855 million. Ito po, halimbawa, meron itong bago rin dito. Oh. Appropriation Ordinance 008-2010, September 13, 2010, na inapprove nyo sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, inapprove ni Governor on September 21, 2010. Now, therefore, there is hereby appropriated the amount of 321,535,058 pesos and 48 centavos from the province's share in tobacco excise taxes under RA 7171 for the years 2002 to 2009. Oh, ito pala naipon. So naipon 7 years to include the amount of 18,914,525 pesos, 520 pesos from the national government as the notice of payment schedule. So inappropriate nyo ito, nakalagay po dito, for programang ikauunlad ng mamamayan, ekonomiya at ekolohiya, IMI lang, wala pang PIMI nun, IMI lang, in the amount of 289,535,058 pesos and 48 centavos. So nag-appropriate din po kayo ng lump sum na 289 million in 2010 which was approved by the Governor. This ordinance shall take effect immediately. wala pong breakdown kung saan gagamitin, galing po sa excise tax lahat ito. So in 2010, 328 million pesos ang inappropriate nyo for IME. And then in 2011, a Provincial Appropriations Ordinance 0-22-2011 passed on March 7, 2011 and approved by the Governor on March 10, 2011. Ganun na naman po ito, 57 million pesos, 580,624 pesos thereof to be set aside for the PIM naman ito ngayon. Programang ikaunlad ng mamamayan, ekonomiya, and ekolohiya. Hindi nyo na po na pagsusunod-sundo yung may IME, may PIM, may PIME. Appropriation Ordinance po ito, signed by Angelo Marcos Barba. This was in 2011. Then, sunod-sunod po 2012, you appropriated another 232 million pesos, to round it off, 233 million for the PIME. So, laki po ito. Halos kalahating bilyon na po itong ina-appropriate nyo as lump sum for the PIME out of tobacco funds.
Mr. Chair, just to reconcile, no, because I'm comparing the appropriation ordinances with the report of Madam Vicenta de la Cruz. If you will read, the Vice Governor is making much of the fact that in 2014, you did not appropriate any amount for PIME. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I note in the column observations, or rather remarks by Madam Vicenta de la Cruz for 2014, it says no share from RA 7171 tobacco excise tax was released to the province for this year. So wala po kayong malilimas. Wala pala kayong share. So it was not out of a desire not to use 7171 for a different purpose, but rather that none was released to you from the national government. This is what I gather from here. And from the 2010, was there, I will check now, there was quite a large receipt there, 322 million. So I will check now against the appropriation ordinances. But in 2014, may I state again, there was no appropriation for PIME because no share of 7171 was released as stated in this document.
Mr. Chairman, meron na naman po kayo ng 2015. Provincial Appropriations Ordinance 34-2015. Passed on April 13, 2015 and approved by the Governor on April 15. Two days lang from the session, na-approve kaagad. Gumanda ng konti. Because nawala na nga yung PIME, but the title of the ordinance is, can we mark this later on, mga iba? An ordinance appropriating the sum of 227,387,286 pesos from the province's share in the tobacco excise tax under RA 7171 for the year 2012 for various development undertakings, projects, and services. So, now therefore, be it ordained. Ganito po yung ordinansa nyo Your Honors, Sangguniang Panlalawigan. There is hereby appropriated the amount of 227,387,826 pesos from the province's share in the tobacco excise tax under RA 7171 for the year 2012 for various urgent development undertakings, projects, and services such as the following. Wala pong amounts, pero inilalagay lang such as the following. So, meaning, bahala na si Governor kung magkaano ang share ng bawat. Ito po, I will read verbatim. Such as the following. Letter A, amortization of Land Bank of the Philippines, monetization of RA 7171 proceeds. No amount. Letter B, purchase of 2 small payloaders and 2 backhoes. No amount. C, maintenance and repair of provincial equipment for the construction and rehabilitation of farm-to-market roads. No amount. Construction of farm-to-market roads. No amount. Construction of farmers' multipurpose centers, FMC. No amount. Letter F, purchase of small farm implements and other assistance to farmers such as 1. Purchase of water pumps and other farm equipment, purchase of fertilizers, insecticides, and backpack sprayers, purchase of seeds, seedlings of new variety, rice and vegetable crops for tobacco farmer livelihood programs, no amount. Letter G, capital, financial, and technical assistance to cooperatives and tobacco farmers. Wala pong amount na indicated. H, livelihood and alternative farming assistance. Number 1, purchase of 40-day chicks, ducks, sheep, goats, and other livestock, no amount. Wala pong amount. Purchase of assorted and new variety of vegetables. I'll just make a general statement. There is no indication as to how much money is going to each item. Alternative processing, packaging, and marketing, e.g. bagnet, longganisa, cornic production. Production support to alternative livelihood programs. Parang linagay nyo lang yung mga purposes pero no amounts indicate buyback and other marketing programs for critical alternative crops to tobacco such as garlic, shallots, rice, corn, mango, dragon fruit, and bonsai, etc. Establishment of pilot farms, alternative farming technology, and agro-tourism such as leisure farms, biodiversity zones as facilities for alternate farm techniques, and K, development of agro-tourism centers as alternative livelihood for tobacco growers. Section 2, the appropriations made under this ordinance are in accordance to the implementing rules and regulations of RA 7171. Section 3, this ordinance shall take effect immediately. So, ganun din po. You appropriated 227 million and just without any indication as to how it will be spent, I mean, how much for each projects. Si Governor din po pa nag-submit nito? Mr. Vice Governor
Barba. Vice Governor Barba, you're requested to answer the question.
Sino ba bang chairman ng Committee on Appropriations? Si Atty. Lasso naman yata.
On the year,
Tumatawag si Toto. So. 2015.
I think it was the Honorable Vicentito Lasso.
So this was requested by the Governor.
It was forwarded to the office, and then what I do is I refer it to the Committee on Appropriations.
Then they appropriated and approved it.
Then it will be tackled.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions from the... may I acknowledge the presence of Senior Deputy Minority Leader Lito Atienza?
Mr. Chairman, just a quick question to the Governor. She made mention earlier upon the questions, a series of questions asked by Majority Leader Fariñas. She made mention that in 2011-2012, yung paggamit po nila sa PIME funds are not solely from the farmers. And in fact, for the farmers, nag-iba lang daw ito noong matanggap na nila ang NTA Memorandum Circular. So, again, kung binanggit po kanina na para sa kapangkabuang gamit yung kinuha sa 7171 sa programang PIME, is it, in my understanding, na hindi lang mga magsasaka ang nakinabang nito?
Nais ko pong ipaliwanag yung statement na yon dahil hindi ata tama yung pagkabikas ko at hindi naintindihan. Lagi po itong binibigay sa mga tobacco farmers at yung mga komunidad at pamilya nila. Nung sinasabi kong naging sektoral, kung minsan may binibigay sa halimbawa sa kababaihan, katulad ng kinatawan na narito, kung minsan may binibigay para sa iba pang farm activities, katulad ng turismo. At yung pag-alis sa tabako, yung paglipat sa mas high-value crops, katulad ng dragon fruit at mangga, na siyang tinutulak ng DA ngayon. Pero kailanman, hindi yan lumilihis sa mithiin ng batas na ibigay sa mga magsasaka.
The problem with that, Mr. Chairman, the statement of the governor cannot be supported with the documents as per records. Again, malinaw naman dito, bagamat kulang-kulang at bungi-bungi yung binigay ng COA, yung binanggit na po ni kagalang-galang na kinatawan ng Pampanga, Rimpi Bondok, nagkakatugma na at nagkakaroon na po ng linaw na yung mga appropriations na share ng province of Ilocos Norte, immediately naglalaan at naglalabas ng resolution ang provincial board to justify the transfer and for the governor to be provided with the necessary funds to spend the money without, and it's very irregular and highly irregular for appropriating funds without putting line item, specific line items as to where to spend the specific amount as required by 7171. Kaya po, bagamat sinasabi natin, Madam Governor, na binibigay natin yan sa mga magsasaka, and we can debate all night long na sasabihin din ng mga kapwa nating magsasaka na hindi nila nadamayan, hindi nila natanggap yan. At the same time, there is a paper trail now na po pwede nating mabalikan na lump sum ito na i-release ng provincial governor, ng provincial board sa office ng governor, and ikaw na po ang bahala sa sinasabi mong PIME na programa na yan, kung saan mapupunta yan. And never, of course, in the succeeding proceedings, Mr. Chairman, diyan natin makikita, magkaalaman kung itong mga inappropriate ng provincial board at sinabmit ng ating opisina ng governor as to where to spend the money, ay marami tayong makikita diyang mga irregularities, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, if I may respond po.
Yes, Governor Amy.
Yes, without being argumentative at ayoko naman makipagtunggali kay Congressman Casilaw, bisita lang po kami rito. Halimbawa po, siguro yung impormasyon kung minsan mali-mali dahil si Apo Regino Kakuyong, beneficiary ng RA 7171. Sinabi kanina na zero yung tulong, subalit nakapirma siya bilang recipient of fertilizers, yung mga abonong pinamimigay ng maraming taon na. Ganon din sa Barangay Gulpeng, semento kami ng kalsada at sisimulan na rin yung kalsada na malapit patungo sa bahay niya. Yung anak niya, government scholar, naging JIP at SPES, yung summer program, tuwing summer job. At may utang pa nga ng 4,920 sa LGU Pinili. Kasi sinabi ni Apo Pugyaw kanina na meron silang request sa Pinili. So in the interest of fairness and equity, yung Municipality of Pinili medyo umaalma dahil nakapagbigay naman daw sila sa grupong amin. Subalit, yung grupong amin nga bagong-bago. Marso 28, itong taon lang ito. Ang kilala namin yung Timpuyog Manalon na siyang dati ng grupo ni Apo Kakuyong. And regarding the lump sum po, ang aming tingin, hindi ho lump sum to dahil limitado ng batas ng RA 71. Maliwanag doon yung nandyan. At maliwanag rin ang proseso ng AIP. Pagkatapos noon, ililista pa yan ng masinsin ng bawat department head sa annual procurement program. Pagkatapos noon, requirement pa sa kada project. Hindi lamang yung project plan, kundi yung Project Procurement Management Plan na rin-require ng DBM at ng COA. So marami pang proseso yan, hindi yan binibigay bilang discretionary ATM o anuman ng gobernador.
In addition, or rather, during the previous hearings, we requested the Ilocos Norte provincial government for the submission of the annual investment program. But so far, what we requested from 2010 to 2016. However, what has been submitted in our possession right now is only 2011 and 2012. So, Again, the committee is directing the PGIN to please submit the AIP for 2010, 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016. Those who already requested, subpoena ba yun? Hindi. Otherwise, again, we will issue a subpoena for these documents.
It's not necessary, Mr. Chairman, to issue a subpoena. We will comply. Ang pagkaintindi lang namin yung HR 882, ang kinakailangan lang yung mga relevant dun sa transaksyon. Pero kung sa 1126, kinakailangan yung hanggang ngayon at babalik pa sa hanggang 2010, yun din ay ibibigay namin po.
Yes, because yung sinabit po 2011-2012, that was in connection with resolution number 882. Now, for resolution number 1126, they're requesting for the 2010, 2013, 14 up to 16. Any more questions?
Mr. Chairman.
Representative Lito Atienza.
I just would like to take advantage of the situation to inquire from the sponsors of this resolution, especially, why are we just focusing on Ilocos Norte when the abuse and misuse of the tobacco excise tax can be traced many decades ago? Bata pa ho ko, naririnig ko na yung abuso ng excise tax sa Ilocos, Isabela, Abra. Meron na po tayong Pangulong natanggal dahil sa excise tax. Yung sako-sakong pera yung dala-dala nung nagbibigay sa kanya. So maybe this is the best time to examine and look into the misuse and abuse of the excise tax in the whole region where it's meant to be benefiting the farmers. Alam niyo, bumaba na ng bumaba ang quality ng ating tabako. Tayo ngayon, kulelat na tayo sa mga cigar producing countries dahil hindi nagagamit yung pakay ng excise tax. So I really would like to ask, and I'd appreciate if Congressman Casilla will clarify it with me, why are we focusing only on one province? If we want to investigate and help positively the farmers of the Ilocos and the region that should be benefiting from the excise tax, hindi ba magandang isama na natin lahat sila at imbestigahan natin lahat ng mga hindi gumagamit ng tama sa excise tax? So I would like to ask Congressman Casilaw and the co-sponsors of the measure.
Representative Casilaw.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sa sagot po sa ating kagalang-galang na Deputy Minority Leader, ang resolusyong pong ito ay nakabatay doon sa sulat at pakikipagdialogo ng kinatawang ito sa grupong amin na kung saan nakabase sa Ilocos Norte. At ako po ay naniniwala at sumasang-ayon na dahil ang amin naman po ay isang pamprobinsya lamang na organisasyon ng mga magsasaka sa tabako, ay mayroon din silang pang-regional na dala-dala ang kampanyang ito sa buong rehiyon. And it so happens that the complaints of amin with regards to the use of 7171 in the province of Ilocos Norte, for us the need, that is why the Makabayan and this representation filed a corresponding resolution to investigate, in particular, the amount as to the amount of a big amount, 1.5 billion. Kaya po, kami ay sumasang-ayon na kung ano man ang magiging epekto ng mga in aid of legislation na ito, that will take effect in the entire use of the 7171 of all the tobacco-producing provinces should benefit and all. And part of our effort is to start with the particular item and subject matter of the resolution, which is in particular the Ilocos Norte.
So would the gentleman join me if I file a resolution calling for an investigation of the abuse and misuse of the excise tax for the whole region? Yung buong Makabayan block, would they support such a measure?
Of course, we will be consulting our regional organizations because they are the ones who will be providing us with data.
With that qualifying statement, I am not sure whether they will join me or not. But anyway, I will file a resolution that will call for an investigation, finally. Bata pa ho ako, naririnig ko na yung abuso sa excise tax. Dumaan na po ilang administrasyon. Natanggal na nga po yung isang Pangulo. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, in the year 2000, nung lumabas yung skandalong sako-sakong pera ang umaabot sa kanya. And now is the time to investigate all of this now and rehash and adjust the law so that it may benefit directly the farmers and not to be misused by anyone anymore. We reserve that right, Mr. Chairman, and we will be very happy if the Makabayan bloc joins us, or otherwise we'll do it alone.
Representative Anchensa, this committee will conduct an inquiry if there is a resolution or a privileged speech that is being referred to us. We will take action on that as long as it will be referred to this committee. Representative Bordado.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Can I get the reaction of the APO, the head of Amin, who read the resolution several hours ago regarding the pronouncements made by the Honorable Governor of Ilocos Norte?
Yung parte saan
na
yun?
nakatanggap ka ng mga benefits?
Mr. Pugyaw, pakisagot lang po.
Manong Pugyaw ba yun?
Thank you po. Siguro po yung sinasabi ni Governor, mas ang sasagot po ay yung taga-Pinili po.
Taga saan?
Pinili, Ilocos Norte po. Yun
si
yata
Kakuyong,
yung
Mr. Kakuyong.
binabanggit ni Madam Governor.
Sige, Mr. Kakuyong.
Ginagalang na po. Ito ay binigay sa amin na hindi libre, kundi pautang lang po yung binigay ng munisipyo sa amin, sa bayan namin.
Sandali, klaruhin lang natin, ano? Ang nagbigay sa inyong pautang, ang munisipyo ba o probinsya?
Hindi
Kasi
po.
iba po ang probinsya, provincial government ng Ilocos Norte, iba po ang munisipyo. Anong munisipyo po yun?
Ang pinakaalam ko po ay galing po sa LGUs ng Pinili po.
So sa Pinili po yun.
Opo.
Hindi galing ng probinsya po yun.
Opo.
Well, Governor Amy, may sagot po kayo doon? Yes, because earlier you said that you gave assistance to the Amin, pero according naman to Mr. Kakuyong, ang nagbibigay po sa kanila ay yung munisipyo ng Pinili.
Hindi, binasa ko lang yung message ng taga-Pinili sapagkat ang alam ko, wala naman kaming natanggap na request mula sa amin. Yung dati nakakilala namin na grupo, yung grupo nilang Timpuyog Manalon, at ang ibinigay hindi lamang yung abono o fertilizer, kundi pa rin kalsada na yung farm to market road na papunta sa Barangay Gulpeng kung saan taga doon si Apo Kakuyong. Pagkatapos meron pa nga nasimulan na naman na kalsada galing sa RA 7171 halos patungo direktamente sa kanyang bahay. Tapos yung anak pa niya na siyang SPES or Summer Employment Program, yun po ay galing sa mismong probinsya. Dahil GIP at SPES yung anak ninyo taon-taon, kada summer at bakasyon. Kaya't eto nga, meron pa siyang utang. Eto na naman, galing naman to sa Pinili, hindi naman galing sa probinsya. May utang pa yata na loan sa Pinili Munisipyo. So, yung sinasabi po na zero yung tinatanggap na sinabi ni Mr. Pugyaw kanina, hindi naman siguro totally zero. May binigay naman yata yung probinsya kahit paano at may pakinabang naman siguro yung bayan ng Pinili.
Mr. Chairman, may I just interject? The information also provided that the mentioned SPES is a totally different appropriation or amount. And you cannot bloat services given as if you are saying to the beneficiary na utang loob mo yan dahil gobyerno kayo and you are the province of Ilocos Norte that should, and it's an unconditional, it should be given. Kaya nga, ay yung ibang sinasabi, 4-piece. Hindi po, ang usapin dito, yung allotment ng probinsya, saan napunta. Yun naman po yung subject matter. And again, Mr. Chairman, if it seems that you are bloating na ito yung binigay for a single person beneficiary, but you are invoking other appropriations not born out of the 7171.
Majority Floor Leader.
In fact, that was about to be my question dahil the governor mentioned SPES. What is SPES po? SPED? SPES?
Hindi, nabanggit lang yung SPES at yung government scholar.
What is SPED, ma'am?
It's the summer program for employment.
You also fund that from 7171?
No, that's not derived from 7.1. That's correct. But the other, binabasa ko lang kasi yung message na pinili. Yung iba, yung Farm to Market Road, dalawa na yung nasa Barangay Gulpeng. Ikalawa yung ang lapit-lapit nga sa bahay nila. At yung isa, yung galing talaga sa pinili, yung abono or fertilizer.
Saan po ang galing sa probinsya doon? Yung kalsada sa probinsya o sa munisipyo?
I'm not certain, pero ang alam ko, ang usual, yung semento galing sa probinsya, yung darat o yung sand and gravel usually comes from the locality. I'm not certain in the case of Pinili and Barangay Gulpeng.
You know, Your Honor, pati Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we are appealing to you because when you appropriate funds this way, and you are the reviewing authority of inferior Sanggunians, di ba? Any appropriation made by the Sangguniang Bayans or Sangguniang Panlungsod of Batak and Lawag, rini-review po ninyo, di po ba? Vice Governor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung ganito po kayo mag-appropriate, baka gumagaya na rin sila sa iyo because for that year alone, Representative Salo, can you look at the amount? Magkano natanggap ng probinsya from what year is that? The one that you showed me, yung 232 million ng probinsya.
2012, Mr.
2012, magkano sa probinsya?
Sa probinsya,
227
sa Ilocos Norte Province.
Ay, doon sa mga LGU, magkano total nila sa baba?
212 million.
Sa mga LGUs po kasi ng probinsya, yung munisipyo na may shares din, 212 million din po yung share nila. Kung ganun po ang pinapakita nyo, baka sila ganun na rin mag-appropriate na puro lump sum dahil gagayahin po kayo eh. Kung kayo sa probinsya, ganun ang ginagawa nyo, baka naman sa mga bayan-bayan, gagayahin na rin kayo, i-appropriate nila. Kasi, halimbawa, yung Pinili, ang laki niyan eh. Ang share ng Pinili. Baka ilalagay na rin nila sa mayor na lang, bahala na siya. So, mag-iingat po tayo dahil, siyempre, kayo po yung tinitingala ng mga mas mababang sanggunian.
Any more? Any more questions? Because if there are none,
Mark these documents. I request that provincial appropriations number 008-2010 be marked as Eco. And that page 1 be marked as Eco 1, page 2 as Eco 2, and there is a certification here issued by the Provincial Finance Committee as Eco-3, signed by Tabulog, Agkawili, Kalahate, Batulayan, four of them. They have a certification of the amount. For ordinance, Provincial Appropriations Ordinance number 022-2011, it be marked as Foxtrot. And page 1 be marked as Foxtrot 1, and page 2 as Foxtrot 2. Provincial Appropriation Ordinance number 055-2012 be marked as Golf, and page 1 as Golf-1, and page 2 as Golf-2. For Provincial Appropriation Ordinance number 68-2012, the same be marked as double hotel, 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 and that page 1 be marked as hotel, hotel, -1, and page 2 as hotel, hotel, -2. For Provincial Appropriations Ordinance number 004-2013, the same be marked as double India or India, India, and that page 1 be marked as India, India, -1, and page 2 as India, India, -2. And then last is Provincial Appropriations Ordinance number 0-34-2015, the same be marked as double Juliet or Juliet, Juliet, and page 1 be marked as Juliet, Juliet, -1, page 2 as Juliet, Juliet, -2, and the last page as Juliet, Juliet, -3. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
May I acknowledge the presence of Representative Arnel T. Are there any further questions? If there are none, I would like to announce to all the resource persons and all to the members that the next hearing will be set on October 9. And for the next hearing, I'd like to summarize the documents that are to be submitted by the different agencies. For DBM, the release, ma'am, Director Rivera, the detailed release of the funds from the excise tax for Ilocos Norte.
Yes, Your Honor.
And for COA, Commissioner Hito, as we have agreed, you will submit the list of transactions together with the projects, no? Kasi ang nandyan lang sa inyo ngayon, yung amount and then yung voucher. What we need are what are the projects for that certain voucher. Kahit yung listahan na lang. And for the Ilocos Norte, we need the submission of the AIP for 2010, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And we also like to inform, of course, what we have issued, the motions that were approved in this committee, a show cause order for Mr. Mark Chua and Ms. Irene Mendoza, why they should not be cited for contempt for not appearing, in spite of the fact that we already issued the subpoena. And I believe that Atty. Labayog should be issued a subpoena also, considering that he has not appeared.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we already issue the subpoena for Atty. Labayog.
Any second? Any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. So, any...
Chairman, during the last meeting, we also requested the good governor, and she said she'll give us a copy of the MOA with the DepEd and the resolution of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the Paseo de Paway. Meron na po ba na-submit?
I brought it with me po.
Thank you, ma'am. Pakikuha lang, mamaya, Comsec. Thank you, ma'am.
Turing, please, page, please get the copy of the document that is to be submitted with Governor Raimi.
Mr. Chairman, also the next meeting, the presence of NTA representative.
Yes, it's already noted. We will require the presence.
The documents.
So, for the next hearing to the Makabayan Block, please be informed that October 9, same time, the venue will be announced later on. So October 9 at 9:30, that will be the next hearing. If there are no more questions, any motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman.
Are the assessors present? Hindi pa tayo adjourn. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, also can we invite also the QMR head, the Quality Management Review head, sabi kasi wala siya. ISO.
Please take note, COMSEC. Are there any questions for the municipal assessors? Sino po ang presidente ng municipal assessor? Can you... Andito po ba lahat yung municipal assessors? Okay. Also, let me be corrected. We will not adjourn because we invited the members of the municipal assessors of Ilocos Norte. During the last hearing, I'd like to address this to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. I think Representative Crisologo requested for the withdrawal of the resolution declaring Representative Fariñas as persona non grata. Was it already withdrawn?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, last session on September 14, we passed 3 resolutions actually. I was the presiding officer as Vice Governor was absent. The first of which was Provincial Resolution number 100-2017, a resolution to expunge from the records of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Draft Resolution number 2017-07-088, entitled A Resolution Strongly Denouncing the Proceedings of the House Committee on Good Government. And more importantly to your question, sir, we also passed resolution number 101-2017, a resolution recalling Provincial Resolution number 086-2017, declaring Congressman Rodolfo C. Fariñas, 1st District of the Province of Ilocos Norte, as persona non grata, expressing apology for having passed the same and to expunge or strike out the measure from the records of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. And lastly, we also passed Provincial Resolution number 102-2017, a resolution expressing the sincerest apology of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Ilocos Norte to the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability.
Thank you. May I request the page to get a copy of the 3 resolutions? Now, President of the Municipal Assessors Association, the reason why you were to attend possession of 201 and this resolution again is unanimously resolving to denounce the proceedings of the hearing for House Resolution number 882. Could you explain, Mr. Ventura? Kayo po si Hurtado. Pwede pong, hindi pa pala kayo naka, So, could you please rise to take your oath? All the municipal assessors, please rise so you can take your oath.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth before this congressional inquiry? So help you God. Thank you.
Mr. Hurtado, President of Municipal Assessors League, ito pong nakatanggap po kami nitong resolution ninyo. Ano po bang ibig nito? That why are you denouncing the proceedings of this House? Sa tingin niyo po ba hindi tama itong ginagawa namin? Paki-explain po sa committee pa po namin.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. Tungkol po sa Malin resolution, actually this this resolution was made on July
July 5 po.
July 5 po. During our meeting, this was brought about by the Provincial Assessor of Ilocos Norte, in the person of Attorney Labayo. During the Provincial Assessor's time, Your Honors, and during the Provincial Assessor's time, Your Honors, he informed the body about a template resolution floating around the province, and he suggested to the association if we can adopt the same resolution, wherein somebody from the members of the Municipal Assessors League of Ilocos Norte has put into motion for the adoption of the same. And then it was unanimously approved by the body.
Kasi po, may natanggap po kaming impormasyon na ito po ay yun na nga, kinopya lang ninyo word for word sa isang resolution din na pinasa ng isang grupo. So, ang impormasyon po na nakarating sa amin ay pinapirma na lang daw po itong mga municipal assessors. That is why we really need Attorney Labayog, because accordingly, it was Attorney Labayog who prepared this resolution. Ganun po katotoo yun. Na kayo po ay pinipirma na lang, ito ay preparado na raw, si Attorney Labayog daw po ang nag-prepare nito.
Actually, we haven't seen the template, Your Honors.
So pumirma kayo, hindi nyo nakita yung template? O ang ito pong ibig sabihin, ito daw po ay kinopya lang daw sa isa ring resolution. Tapos ito po ay ang nag-udyok na mapirmahin ng mga municipal assessors si Attorney Labayog.
Yes, Your Honor, he mentioned about the template during our meeting.
So, nagsabi siya na mayroong resolution na papirmahin nga kayo. Inaamin niyo po yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, sir. Because you, in fact, address this resolution to me, to transmit a copy of this resolution to the Honorable Rodolfo Parinas, Majority Leader, for his information, guidance. Nabasa po ba ninyo ang sinasabi nito? Kayo po lahat dyan, nabasa yun dito po. Saan? Sika, anat naga mo ma'am, di nakantyokos nga nagwingiwing. Mesa-mesa, Virgilio Hurtado, Romel Acoba, are you here? Sir, did you read this resolution? Dito ka, one by one, para marig po na. Kasi, bago po niyo sagutin, para lang for the record, siguro nabasa niyo naman po, pero ang bibigat po kasi ng sinabi niyo dito eh. You were in effect lecturing the House of Representatives. Ito po nilalaman ng second whereas nyo. However, the power of legislative inquiry does not give Congress the power to deprive any citizen of the constitutionally vested rights such as the right to freedom of movement and to be presumed innocent until one is proven guilty. Whereas, the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, the House, in conducting the proceedings against the Honorable Governor Jaime Marcos, failed to observe the above-mentioned constitutional rights. So, dinedeclare nyo po na hindi namin ino-observe. Number 3, whereas in fact, sabi nyo, the proceedings ceased to be one in aid of legislation as it had become in aid of one's political ambitions. Whereas, mali pa nga yung pagkakopya nyo, dapat yung chagrin, dapat po ito, pero sa inyo, to the charging and discontent of the League, the House unilaterally, without consultation and valid justifications, authorized the possible detention of the Honorable Governor Jaime Marcos, denying in the process the chance of fair hearing. Whereas, ang dami po niyo sinabi dito, you are condemning the actions in order to serve as a wake-up call for the House to observe the rule of law. Whereas, sabi po niyo dito, if the Honorable Governor Marcos will be detained, all members of the League will have a day and night vigil in front of Congress to demonstrate their support to her against these uncanny proceedings. So you are interfering in our proceedings, which is contemptuous po. The committee can order your arrest for interfering in its proceedings. Hindi naman ho kayo pumunta rito o makiusap, nagpasa na lang kayo ng resolusyon at inuhusgahan nyo. So, Mr. Acoba, may I hear from you, sir?
Good afternoon, Your Honors. We are very sorry po kung yung resolution na po yun, sir, na naging negative po yung epekto. Actually, hindi po talaga namin nalaman yung content ng resolution, sir.
So, bumoto kayo na hindi nyo nalalaman yung content? Ano ba can you relate to us? What happened ba?
Pwede pong i-base sa affidavit po yung sagot namin, sir.
May affidavit kayo?
May pinasa po kami dito, Your Honor.
Oh, sige. Go ahead. May affidavit pala kayo. Who prepared your affidavit?
Napag-usapan po namin na ito yung gawin namin, Your Honor. Actually, pumirma po kami lahat, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So, andito na po lahat yung ano namin. So, can I read?
Sige. Mr. Chairman. Yes. Please proceed.
Your Honor. Okay. Ito po yung content ng ano. That we are the incumbent municipal assessors of our respective municipalities. Herein indicated as follows. Nandito na po lahat yung pangalan namin. And then, number 2, that during our monthly regular meeting held on July 5, 2017, at the Office of the Provincial Assessor, Provincial Capital, Province of Ilocos Norte, we were joined by Attorney Erme S. Labayog, who is the OIC Provincial Assessor, and concurrently the Provincial Legal Officer, also Carmen Chita Estabihe, Local Assessment Operation Officer 2 of the Provincial Assessor's Office, and Wilfredo B. Lorenzo Jr., OIC Head of the IT Department of the Provincial Government Ilocos Norte, were invited to report for particular topics in our prepared agenda. Number 3 po, that in the said meeting during the Provincial Assessor's time, Attorney Hermes Labayog informed us that he had the opportunity to attend meetings of the different leagues of Ilocos Norte wherein a resolution of support in favor of the Honorable Governor Jaime R. Marcos was invariably adopted. 4, that he mentioned of the template resolution in his possession which the Municipal Assessors League of Ilocos Norte can adopt so that our manifestation of support will be unified and consistent with the other leagues. Number 5, that without going over the contents of the aforementioned template resolution, Mr. Paul B. Acopan, Municipal Assessor of Adams, moved for its adoption and was unanimously seconded and approved. That with the exception of the signatories of the resolution, none of us had ever gone over the specific details and contents of the said resolution as adopted and transmitted to the Honorable House of Representatives. 7, that we sincerely extend our deepest apologies to the Honorable House of Representatives, particularly to the Honorable Chairman, Johnny T. Pimentel, and all the members of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability for whatever adverse effect our resolution may have caused. 8, that we did not have the slightest intention to cast disrespect to the Honorable Committee nor any of its members, as our only motive was to manifest our support for an objective, impartial, and fair conduct of the proceedings being held at the House of Representatives in relation to the alleged misuse of RA 7171 funds. 9, that we are reiterating our deepest apologies and prayers for forgiveness from the honorable members of the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability into the whole institution. In witness hereof, we have hereunto set our hands and affix our signatures this 7th day of August 2017 at the city of Lawag, province of Ilocos Norte. Signed po by yung lahat po ng members.
Firma nyo. Now, may we have Mr. Ventura, Municipal Assessor Pidig. Ikaw, sir. Oh, ikaw ang nag-attest. So, Mr. Jacob, nabasa nyo yan nung nag-meeting kayo? Hindi pinabasa yung template?
Hindi po namin nabasa yung template, sir.
Oh, Mr. Ventura, what can you say? Ano ba nangyari dyan?
Good afternoon, Your Honors. The template was given to me by Atty. Labayog. I just copied plainly. And the copy that I have mailed to this honorable body, Your Honor, I just only attested to the correctness. Being a secretary, whatever proceedings in the meeting, I have recorded. That's why when Atty. Labayog gave me the copy of the template, I included it in the minutes.
When did he give you the copy of the template?
Just after the meeting on July 5, Your Honor.
Nung naka-adjourn na kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Doon niya binigay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, your certification will be already a falsification. Because you stated here, I hereby certify to the correctness of the above quoted resolution, which is a true and exact excerpt from the minutes of meeting called for the purpose. Eh, hindi nyo naman nakita ito nung meeting pa. So, how can it be part of your minutes? In-insert mo na nga lang, sabi mo eh. After you adjourn, kinuha mo yung binigil ng template, para lumabas na parang kunyari nag-usap-usap kayo, isiningit mo. Falsification po tawag doon. Because you are making it appear that such account or transaction happened when actually it did not happen. You can invoke your right against self-incrimination dahil falsification na nga po yung ginawa nyo eh. Ano ba nangyari? Ba't ka pumayag naman? And then, ikaw din, Mr. Hurtado, inattest mo naman. Eh, alam mo naman na hindi ito na pag-usapan sa meeting. Why did you attest to it? Pinapatunayan mo yung certification ni Mr. Ventura. Eh, hindi naman po totoo na pinag-usapan nyo yung sinasabi nito. Kaya nga kayo nagkakaproblema ngayon dito dahil as the President, nag-usap po kayo, ang sabi ni Mr. Rocoba, you are only extending support. Eh, nung papipirma nito sa'yo, uy, iba na ito, hindi naman na-support ito. Sinesermonan na natin yung Kongreso, tinatawag natin sila na abusado, tinatawag natin sila na hindi marunong. Hindi ko pipirmahan yan dahil hindi naman yan ang napag-usapan sa meeting. Why did you not do that?
Yes, Your Honor. When the Secretary gave me the prepared resolution, I was not able to scrutinize in detail the contents. That's why immediately after the hearing, Your Honors, we executed another resolution withdrawing the submitted resolution in this committee, Your Honors.
Ba?
Meron po, Your Honor.
So, sir, mag-a-attest ka ng isang assessor ka eh. You're a municipal assessor. Baka ganyan din ang ginagawa mo sa mga OHA. Hindi mo rin binabasa, basta pirma ka na lang ng pirma.
Hindi naman po, Your Honor.
Eh di lalo na ito, resolution nyo patungo sa Kongreso. Ni hindi mo babasahin mabuti. Biro mo, nagre-resolution ka. Ako nga, congressman mo ako eh. Ako congressman nyo. Pagkatapos magre-resolution kayo ng ganyan, hindi mo babasahin, and then you attest. Ano ba ibig sabihin attested? Pinapatunayan mo na tama yung certification ni Mr. Ventura na mali.
Sorry for my lapses, Your Honor. That's why we ask for an apology.
I yield muna to Congressman Quisolo ko dahil siya sa mga expert namin sa mga ganyan eh.
Anyway, before I recognize,
gusto ko lang malaman
Representative Crisologo, while you were out, Board Member Manoto submitted already a resolution, board resolution, 3 resolutions, one expressing apology, the other one withdrawing the resolution declaring persona non grata, and the other one apologizing for the withdrawal of the resolution denouncing the proceedings. So there are already 3.
Yes, but
as what you have requested.
I want to question later on, Mr. Chairman, the board members, it is possible. With
You can do so. You have the floor.
No, but I want now to ask the President of the presiding officer, the acting President, Mr. Virgilio Hordado, and the Secretary, Mr. Antonio Ventura. Lucano kayo, Apo? Yeah?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because your resolution that you stated there, as I said to the barangay, to the provincial officials, okay lang eh. Kung si Congressman Pariñas ang binira ninyo eh, okay lang sa amin. Wala kaming pakialam eh. Pero, di ba? Wala. Pero ba't nyo kami sasama sa committee? For example, you say where Section 21 of the Bill provides that the Senate or the House or any of its respective committee may conduct inquiries in aid of legislation in accordance with its duly published rules of procedure, and that the rights of persons appearing in or affected shall be respected. Whereas, however, the power of legislative inquiry does not give Congress the power to deprive any citizenship of constitutionally vested rights, such as the rights of freedom of movement and to be presumed innocent until one is proven guilty. Bakit? Inaabuso ba namin? Kasi that is your intention dito. Sabi nyo, does not give Congress the power to deprive any citizen of constitutionally vested rights. Did we deprive anybody of their constitutional vested rights? Will you answer that? Sungbatan man na po. Apay, inikat me the constitutional rights. Kakusuran da kami dito. Yung nga bali ni Mr. Pariñas natin, kusuran nyo, okay lang sa akin eh. Ba't nyo kami dinadamay?
Yes, Your Honor. Hindi po namin masyadong na-appraise yung...
Pirma kayo, hindi pa ninyo naaral. Hindi kayo dapat maging, ano ka ba? Assessor. Dapat matanggal ka, dapat kung ayaw mag-resign, dapat tanggalin pa, kasuhan ka na. Pumipirma ka pala na hindi mo nalalaman eh. Kasta kayo.
Kaya po, Your Honor, we are asking for apology and please forgive us.
After doing the damage, pagkatapos yung sinuntok ako, nasugatan ako, sorry ano na lang. Tapos sasabihin mo, sa third paragraph nyo, whereas the House Committee on Good Government and the Public Accountability in conducting the proceedings against the Honorable Governor either failed to observe the above-mentioned constitutional rights. Where did we fail? Will you tell us? Bagaman na po niya tinagkurangan mi. Nung mumela natin pirmaam, niya tinagkurangan mi to observe. Dito, ginagalang namin si Governor. And the only reason why we called is to help her. Para tulungan namin, baka linoloko siya nung mga nasa ilalim niya. Hindi naman namin siya pinapahirapan. Hindi naman namin, kaibigan namin si Governor Amy. We are not... But now we are saying that we failed to observe the above-mentioned constitutional rights. Ano yung na-fail namin to observe the constitutional rights of Governor Amy? Pakisabi mo nga ngayon.
Sorry po, Your Honor.
Hindi mo sinasagot yung tanong namin. I'm not asking for an apology. I'm asking you what you stated here where you failed to observe, where you are accusing us. Inakusaran na kami po nga inobserbaran the constitutional right ni Apo Amy. Anyati inobserbaran dito. Okay lang no ni Apo pa rin niya stikas tayo ang bibiyang mi. Eman na kami ngay ramraman Anyati hami nga na observe ng constitutional rights. adda haminga na observe yung constitutional right ni Apo Jaime. Adda wenno wan. Adda wenno wan.
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wan, pinirmam dito, sinungaling ka.
Sorry for my lapses, Your Honor.
Hindi, it's not that. You are lying or you are not lying?
I'm not lying, Your Honor.
No. Sabi mo, imbagam, awan, there are no rights that we fail to observe. We are observing all the constitutional rights of Governor Jaime. But yet, here you are accusing us that we failed to observe the rights of Governor Jaime. Now, let me ask you again, damagi manen po, did we fail to observe the constitutional rights of Governor Jaime or not?
No, Your Honor.
Huh?
No, Your Honor.
No, we did not fail. And yet you state here that we failed. So which is which? Nya testo, datoy sunuratam, wenno datoy sasawem. Nya testo apo, datoy bagam ditoy sura mo nga we failed to observe, wenno datoy sasawem tata.
Pardon, Your Honor.
Anya testo, imbagam nga, did we fail to observe the rights of Governor Jaime in this committee?
No, Your Honor.
Ha?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi. Pero dito, sinabi nyo we failed to observe. Nya testo.
I help my brother.
Go ahead.
I will say it in Ilocano, Your Honor.
Ha?
I will say it in Ilocano.
When?
Because we are all Ilocanos. Kinapudno na, Your Honor, nagpirma kami iti resolution nga saan minga
that's
na
why now. That's what
naawatan nga na imbag.
My question now,
dalain kada kami ti kopya nga nagsakaran mi.
Mr. Chairman, my question now is which is which? Is committee failed to observe the constitutional rights of Governor Jaime or not? Yes or no? Did we fail?
Awahan niya kayo nga nag-failure, Your Honor.
So we are observing. We are observing.
Yes, Your Honor.
And yet, you have a signature here that we failed to observe. So you are lying.
No, sir.
You are lying. Yes or no?
Ito imbaga, kinapon nun, sir, nga, nagpirma kami ti sa aming
That's why. So you are lying. You are lying here. Kasi pinirmahan nyo eh. Nga mga hangapod no, bagayo. Salsalawasaw kayo.
Saan?
Iso pinirma. Iso pinirma niya. Well, we will ask the committee to cite you for contempt. Which is which? Are we observing the rights of Governor Jaime or not? Yes or no? Are we observing?
Yes, Your Honor.
We are observing because ginagalang naman namin siya, di ba? Pinoproteksyon lang namin siya, tinitignan lang namin na baka linoloko lang siya ng mga empleyado niya. So we are observing the rights of Governor Jaime.
Yes, Your Honor.
And yet here you have a resolution saying that we did not observe. So here in your resolution, are you lying or are you not lying? Apay nga di admit nga salsalawasaw kayo. Kaya naglawag, bagayo nga we observing, dito yung resolution nyo, bagayo nga kami ag-observer, agsalsalawasaw kayo ito yung resolution nyo.
Sungar dito ko nakapo nga...
Sulagaro, damdamagi laing, I don't need your apology, damdamagi laing, are you lying or are you not lying in your resolution?
Gapot hami nga naawatan nga na ibag.
Naawatan nyo wenosan, agsalsalawasaw kayo wenosan.
Awat, acceptar mi nga kamalimi dito yung apo, Your Honor.
You say that we, again, Ditoy, whereas, in fact, the proceedings ceased to be one in aid of legislation as it had become in aid of one's political ambition. Nawatan nyo may latita Ilocano na Ditoy. Ha? Kung na yung dito yung proceeding, it is in aid of legislation, hanga in aid of legislation kung hindi in aid of one's political ambition. Apay, botos na kami dito. Botos si Congressman dito, apo. Ha? Sige, basahin din tayo isang ba mo. O, siguro, kukwenta ka. Sige.
Mr. Chairman, maybe may I appeal to my good colleague here na biktima rin itong mga ito na kasi yung provincial assessor nila, pinapirma lang, inaamin naman nila.
Nasaan ba yung provincial assessor niyo?
Well, I do not know, Your Honor, kasi ako matito.
Ang masakit nga, and what is bad, that is why he is not here now. This Labayog entered his appearance here as counsel of the Amnesiac 6. When we first invited the good governor, it was him who appeared here and read the letter, wanted to read the letter of the governor, or was it on behalf of the 6? He entered his appearance as their lawyer. Highly contemptuous po yung ginawa niya because he has appeared here as a lawyer and then he goes around the province making you pass resolutions denouncing the committee. So, with this statement, Mr. Chair, I move that a Ilocos order, he should explain why he should not be cited in contempt by this committee for circulating a template resolution as at least, yan talaga before I formalize the motion, talaga nga isot ng ibagang ipasayo dito, na. Isot ng pakita pa yan, tipinirmaan yon. He was the one who asked you to sign already.
He gave me the draft copy of the template resolution, Your Honor.
Nga kinopya yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, because this po, word for word, ganito rin po yung ginawa ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan, lahat ng asosasyon sa Ilocos Norte, pare-pareho po yung ginawa.
Mr. Chairman, if that is so, in order also for these members of this committee, maayos, so, as President, you can pass your resolution saying na kung ano yung sinabi nyo ngayon, na pinapirma lang kayo ng treasurer, ng
Representative Crisologo, I don't know if you have a copy, but they have already passed resolution number 2017-005, a resolution withdrawing resolution number 2017-003, and sincerely expressing profound apologies to the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability and to the House of Representatives.
Yes, but they did not say the reason why they are withdrawing.
It is here.
So did they say that they were forced to, they signed without seeing their signature?
Maybe
that's why I wanted to ask. No, I do not see.
Mr. Chairman, nandito po sa number 5. Kaya ako po nag-aapilan na kay Congressman Crisologo para sa mga magulang po nating assessor dito at yung iba. Nag-apidabit naman po sila na humihingi po silang patawad. Nakalagay po dito na talagang dala po ni Attorney Labayog yung template. Dito po sa number 3. Dito po sa number 5 nakalagay, without going over the contents of the aforementioned template resolution, Mr. Akupan moved for its adoption, was unanimously seconded and approved. So parang nagiging malinaw naman po ang mga assessor po natin. Sabi nga ho ni Majority Leader, biktima rin po ng nangyayari ngayon. At maganda po, nandito po silang lahat, nakikita nila ang nangyayari po dito. Makwento ko lang po kasi, nakikita ko po yung ibang mga assessor natin, halos kasing edad ko. Sa distrito po namin kasi, tinamaan kami ng bird flu itong nakaraan. Yung 7 piso pong balot, naging 6 pesos. Naging 5 piso, nagiiyakan na po yung mga amin po nag-aalaga ng itik. Yung piso po napakaking halaga sa buhay agraryo. Lalo po sa amin palay tsaka balot ang inaasahan. Sa inyo po tabako. Pinag-uusapan po natin dito 1.5 billion pesos. Gusto ko lang pong parating sa inyo. Kayo po pinag-aral din ng inyong mga magulang, lalo na yung nakababatang miyembro ng ating mga assessors. At kayo po mga magulang namin, mataas po ang tingin namin sa inyo. Ang sistema po sa Pilipinas, hindi naman po habang buhay magiging ganito lamang. At lahat tayo magiging kasangkapan sa tunay na pagbabago na makikita po natin. ang ating mga anak, ating mga apo, hindi na po sana dadaanan itong mga kahirapan na dinadaanan natin. Na at ang pera ng sambayanan, mapagtulungan nating magamit para ikaunlad ng bayan. Kayo po, uriin nyo pong mabuti ang mga pangyayari po sa mga hearing na ito. Kung sino po ang tunay na nagkakamali, kung sino ay may mabuting hangarin para sa ating probinsya. Kayo na po ang umunawa. At sa ganon, makita po natin talaga ang kinalalagyan natin at nagiging malinaw sa atin ang ating mga assessors, tulad ng marami po ay mistulang naging biktima din. So sa maliit na paraan po, sana nakikita nyo ang committee namin dito. Hindi naman kami po nang huhusga, kami po ay nang-iimbestiga. At yan po ay karapatan na malaman ng bawat membro na Pilipino o kasama sa probinsya ng Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte. At masakit po sa akin na masumbatan ng isang magsasaka na ang maliit na halaga na kanyang inaasahan ng kanyang anak ay isusumbat sa kanya, na yun na raw ang parte niya sa ikaunlad ng kanyang pamilya. Ano ho ba? Alam nyo rin po yan. Kaya sana, pag-uwi nyo po, maunawaan nyo ang tunay nangyayari dito po na tinutuwid namin po ang kamaliang namin nakikita.
Mr. Chairman.
Representative Crisologo.
Since they have already given the resolutions of withdrawing their previous resolution, may I explain now to the sa ating mga kababayan dito, mga taga Ilocos Norte, na we are here, no? We are here investigating, as Congressman Bundok said, hangat no parigatin mi, kit-kitay mi laing, tulungan mi ni Apo ay mi, no, that's the way I understood it as a member of this committee, kit-kitay mi laing, no makita nga, dadya kwartayo, siyempre ni Governor Aimee, na may makita amin, there's that presumption of regularity nga kunana, tultulungan mi laing, nga kitain nga reta kwartayo, Diyos to, tipakagastusan na. Hami nga para parigatin, if that is, kasi from your previous resolution, dayjay panuno yung parigatin ni hami, ada ti utang tayo nga ng bagyanagya, milukano na, kaya po presidente, tatanang yun, na ito'y tulungan milaing niya po ay kaya milaing nga napintas niya palakad niya gobyerno, and so is our chairman, former governor yun dita. So, tamuna may nga, hanga mas kaso amin niya po ay Kata mararamid ta ba? As neta resolusyon nyo, mabalingan na nga mo, ngayon may sarsarak pati so. So nga reta ti investigar mi dito, no, paslari awang gayam de Philjax, linukuloko da ito babana, siyempre, hanga nakita ni Governor Aimee neta, kakasit, da kayo ti kakasit tadi, kwarta nga para ti farmers, hanga mapantuloy ka nga yun, no, pudno, dahil makitkita dito yung record. So, we are here not to harass anybody, no, but we are just here to put what is right and for the province of Ilocos Norte. And I hope dahil taga-Norte nga dito, mawatan nyo amin nga hanga ni Apo Aimee ti ko amin dito, respetar amin ni Apo Gobernadora dito, kita yo, awam ti rights na inikat mi kanya na, inagalang namin siya, no? But if we are just looking into the transactions which siguro gida jay babanan na minislead da ni Apo Gobernadora. So, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, considering that I am the representative of half of these assessors, more than half, because 12 of them come from my district, the other 11 from the other, may I just, we give them the same kindness we should to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan dahil na-pressure din sila. In fact, they already stated very clearly here na ginawang orchestrated. Kawawang-kawawa po ako eh. Maski dito sa mga bases dito, meron mga sticker, Pariñas, Berdugo ng Kongreso, sa Facebook, binubugbog talaga ako dito dahil ganyan po ang kampanya ng iba eh. Instead na sagutin po yung issue, paninira po yung ginagawa nila. So, I plead to my colleagues na ibalato nyo na lang sa akin sila. Total, but Having said that, kay Atty. Labayog, iba ito. In fact, I think he has been promoted again as the back chairman. Siya na po ang back chairman ngayon, Madam Governor. Si Labayog.
Yeah, OIC yata, pero palagay ko hindi rin magtatagal dahil dapat iba eh. Dahil co-terminus lang siya sa akin.
Hindi ko
So, iba ang
maintindihan.
ilalagay namin back chairman.
So,
Maghahanap pa po.
he is the OIC pero hindi po pwede dapat.
Hindi ho. It's, I think that per COA rules, it should really be someone who's a permanent employee. But for lack of qualified employees, naghahanap pa po kami.
What is the nature of the employment of Atty. Labayog, ma'am? Co-terminus po sa'yo?
That's what I understand from checking with our HR.
As what, ma'am? What is his position?
Legal. Provincial legal.
Yet he is also the assessor now. How can he be the provincial assessor po?
He's merely the OIC assessor. Kulang-kulang po kami talaga sa tao.
May assistant provincial treasurer naman po kayo, ay provincial assessor, and under the local government code, pag wala po yung provincial assessor, yung assistant provincial assessor po dapat ang, but this Labayog now is OIC of the provincial assessor's office, he is OIC of the back.
Ang problema namin, nag-retire pareho, yung provincial assessor at saka yung assistant provincial assessor. Wala ring assistant. So, siya na lang ang nag-bolt in bilang OIC assessor in the meantime. Naghahanap po kami hanggang ngayon. Talagang problema ang human resource sa Ilocos. Alam naman ninyo, lahat ng mahuhusay, nagmamigrate.
Hindi po, marami po. Nandito pa ho tayo. Nandiyan pa ho kayo. Marami po mahusay na iwan sa Ilocos Norte. In fact, I checked, ma'am, doon lang sa Provincial Accounting Office where Eden Batulayan has been the OIC for the longest time since 2009. Eden, meron kang empleyado doon ng mga CPA, di ba? O, kita nyo, may mga CPA who are qualified to be the provincial accountant pero hindi lang po sila na-promote eh. So, mukhang napipili po natin yung mga hindi qualified and then we again employed, designated as head of the back, one who nagkakaroon po ng conflict of interest because he is the provincial attorney who advises you, then he heads the back, then he also heads the provincial assessment office. Medyo po incongruous po yung mga positions na yun, medyo mahirap po. And then he goes around the province rallying people to issue resolutions against the House of Representatives. So, sir, Mr. Chairman, I move that we issue a show cause order to Atty. Labayog why he should not be cited in contempt for making the passing a template as alleged here in the affidavit of the all the assessors of the province of Ilocos Norte. It states that in the said meeting during the provincial assessor's time, Attorney Ermi S. Labayog informed us that he had the opportunity to attend meetings of the different leagues of Ilocos Norte wherein a resolution of support in favor of the Honorable Governor Jaime Marcos was invariably adopted, and that he mentioned of a template resolution. He is the provincial attorney of the governor. He is the legal officer. So he might be the author of all of this and is going all over the province denouncing the House of Representatives while he entered his appearance as counsel. Very contemptuous po. So I move that a show cause order be issued to him that he will personally submit to the committee.
Any objection? Bearing none.
Mr. Chairman, may I have some clarifications? The name of Attorney Emig Labayog does not appear in the resolution which was passed.
But it was Atty. Labayog who
Yes, that's why I would like
presented.
to put it on record now.
It's in the affidavit.
It's in the affidavit.
Paragraph 3 and paragraph 4 of their joint affidavits.
Okay.
So in paragraph 5, they say that without going over the contents of the aforementioned template, and this is proven that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan resolution which has been withdrawn has exactly the same contents.
Yes, I stand corrected, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's a pending motion. Any objection?
Second.
There being none, the motion is approved. Any further questions?
I think we also had subpoena issued to
Yes.
other members.
No, we already issued a subpoena earlier. We passed a motion issue a subpoena to Attorney Labayog
No,
for
no,
non-appearance.
to members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. I think they were issued subpoenas to invite here and...
Yes, yes.
Nandito naman na sila, pati si
Dito,
Vice
sir.
Governor.
Yes.
Siguro okay na po yan.
All those that were issued subpoenas
Yes, sir.
appeared today.
Thank you for finally showing up. So,
Your Honor, may I take this question, Your Honor, please? Mr. Chairman?
You have the floor.
Yes, as the presiding officer of the Sangguniang Palalawigan of Ilocos Norte, Your Honors, with regards to the two resolutions that were passed, denouncing and declaring so and so, as presiding officer, Mr. Chairman, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies, especially to the Majority Floor Leader, Congressman Rodolfo Castro Parinas, to this august body, and to the House of Representatives. I should have been circumspect and prudent when I presided during the passage of those resolutions. Please accept my sincerest apologies. I am really, really sorry.
I accept it and without rancor, sir. I know how these things go.
Thank
In
you,
fact,
thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you pa ba ako na hindi na ako persona non grata? Mukhang masokista yata ako. Pero salamat na rin. Thank you at binawi po nyo. Kumbaga suntok bawi lang po yun. But anyway, thank you. And I was saying, Mr. Chairman, subpoenas were issued to the Honorable Manotok, the Vice Governor, and Respicio. They're here already. Are you also... Anyway, we have heard your colleagues before. They have withdrawn it. Siguro, ganun na rin po dahil na-approve naman po. So, I move that the subpoena be recalled already for their appearance here.
Mr. Chairman, may I inquire if Mr. Gilbert Soribas, the Vice President for Operations, is here?
He has submitted a letter with a medical certificate. Meron siyang medical certificate. Actually, we issued a subpoena to him to appear for him today. Merong letter siya rito.
Yes.
I already booked a flight for Manila through Cebu Pacific flight number departing Cebu this morning. However, I suffered abdominal pains apparently due to my gallbladder issue. I went to see my doctor and he advised me to rest for 3 to 5 days and be under observation for possible surgery.
Is there a medical certificate?
Yes, he has a medical certificate signed by Nelia D. Tarungoy, radiologist, xenologist.
Because I think, Mr. Chairman, that the testimony of Mr. Suribas will be very, very vital because according to one of the employees of the provincial treasurer, Miss Evangeline Tambolog, is it Tambolog, who said that she handed the money? It Miss Janadine Ambaro handed the money, no? But according to Mr. Go, it was a certain Chua who gave the money, the payment to him in check. So I think that is very vital. So I hope we can get him.
So what is the pleasure of Representative Procesologo?
Well, we issue again a subpoena, perhaps to him.
No, the next step move would be to issue show cause order. Where he should not be
I move,
cited.
Mr. Chairman, that a show cause order be issued to Mr. Suribas.
Any second?
Second. I second it, Mr. Chairman, only because he indeed gave a medical certificate, but he did not make any commitment that he will make himself available for future meetings of this body. So I second the motion for the issuance of Ilocos order.
Any objection? There being none, the motion is carried. Any further questions?
And that this explanation should be submitted by him personally since he's under subpoena in the next hearing on October 9.
Mr. Chairman, is Ms. Gaor present?
Yes, she is.
Pwede ko ba siyang tanungin tungkol
Of
sa
course.
testimonyang nung
We
nakaraan?
still have to up to 4 p.m.
Ma'am Gaor, tanungin ko lang po, ito yung tungkol sa unang transaksyon na bumili ng 40 multicab, halagang 18.6 million o 460,000 ang Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte. Nung nakaraan po, medyo naging masalimuot ang transaksyon na yan dahil nakita po natin ang araw ng bidding dapat ng transaksyon pong yan ito yung ang unang transaksyon na 18.6 million ay walang record sa PhilJeps natin tungkol sa bidding. Pero ang cheque tinanggap nyo ay December Thank you. Takdan mo na yun ito. Ang cheque po, tinanggap ninyo December 1, 2011, 18.6 million pesos cash. Yes, Ma'am Gaor, tinanggap nyo ng cash, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang kahina-hinala, nung December 1, ayon naman kay Dr. Fabian Go, ang presidente ng Grand Star, na nag-supply po ng mga sasakyan, noong December 2, 2011, siya ay binayaran ni Mr. Mark Chua ng 5,400,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin po, ang supplier nyo ng sasakyan na ang kausap ay si Mr. Mark Chua, sinasabi po niya, binayaran siya ni Mr. Chua isang araw pagkatapos nyo po natanggap ang cash advance na 18,600,000. Tinatayuan nyo pa po ba ang inyong unang sinabi na hawak nyo ang cash na 18.6 million, isininop nyo sa isang lugar kung saan man sa vault, at nung dinedeliver unti-unti ng Grand Star ang mga sasakyan, binayaran nyo po ito ng paunti-unti tulad ng sinabi nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Tatanungin ko po si Dr. Go kung kanya pong pananinindigan ang kanya pong sinabi dito na nung December 2, 2011, kalahati ng order na 40 sasakyan ay binayaran na ni Mr. Mark Chua at merong Banco de Oro check deposit slip siyang binigay na markadong alpha-alpha. Tama ba, Mr. Go?
Yes, Your Honor. That's BDO Jupiter Branch.
O yan po. At ang kabuuan ng bayad ng unang transaksyon ay tinanggap ni Mr. Go. Ang nagbigay din ng cheque, yung unang cheque pong sinasabi ko, 5,400,000 binayaran December 2, isang araw pagkatapos mo tinanggap ang cash advance, account number 00694-800-1081, account owned by Mr. Mark Chua. Yun ang kalahating unang bayad. At ang pangalawa, Mr. Go, ay yung pinakita mong check deposit slip. Yun ay ang mark natin. Yung una, check Z, ang marking ng ating sa ating ebidensya. Ang susunod namang kabuang bayad, AA, BDO check deposit slip, 5,400,000 in favor of Grand Star Motors and Industrial Corporation. Yung ba ang kabuuan, Mr. Fabian Go, nung bayad sa 40 units na multicab?
Your Honor, what I have here is the down payment dated December 2. There is a check deposit slip, but that is also dated December 2. So
okay. So iisa lang ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yan ang linilinaw natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
At yan din ang may acknowledgement receipt na dated December 2.
Yes, Your Honor. December 2, 2011.
Paano po binayaran sa iyo, Mr. Go, yung kabuuan nung unang transaction?
I don't have record, Your Honor, how it was paid. This is the missing record that I have for this transaction.
Pero sa inyo pong naalala, paano kayo at sino po ang katransaksyon nyo sa panahon na yan?
It was always Miss Irene Mendoza, Your Honor, representing Mr. Mark Chua.
So si Irene Mendoza at si Mr. Mark Chua ang kausap ninyo, yung down payment na 5,400,000 binayad sa inyo, kalahati yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
So ang full payment no 9,800,000.
Same amount, Your Honor, dapat. 5 million.
So, I'm sorry, 10,800,000.
the full.
800,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang cash advance na tinanggap naman para sa pagbili ng sasakyan, 18 million. So, Ma'am Gaor, tuloy pa rin ang pinanindigan niyo po ang testimonya niyo na binabayaran niyo ang Grand Star na nagsasabing 2 beses lang po sila binayaran. Kalahati binigay nung December 2 at kalahati, wala lang record si Mr. Go, pero binayaran siya ni Irene Mendoza na tao ni Mr. Mark Chua. Pero kayo po, ang testimonya nyo pa rin ay unti-unti nyong binayaran ang Grand Star habang sila ay nagbibigay ng unit sa inyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya, Mr. Chair, yun talaga ang halaga na makita natin yung taong supposedly binayaran, si Gilbert Suribas. Ano po? Siya ang supposedly kausap ni Ma'am Gaor na sabi naman ni Mr. Go ay tauhan lang niya. Kailangan po natin makita si Irene Mendoza na tao ni Mr. Mark Chua na sabi naman ni Mr. Go, siya ang kontrasaksyon niya sa pagbili ng mga units na ito. Mr. Go, matanong ko lang po, kaya po lumabas ang pangalan ninyo sa mga transaksyon na ito ay nagkaroon po ng resibo sa pangalan ng inyong kampanya para po sa mga susunod pang mga sasakyan, yung pangatlong transaksyon. Paano nyo ipapaliwanag na ang inyong sinasabi, nagkaroon na ng unang pagkakataon na bumili sa iyo si Mr. Mark Chua, kaya kilala mo siya?
Yes, Your Honor, that's
At
correct.
si Irene Mendoza ang tao niya?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Ilang okasyon na siyang bumili sa inyo nung bago itong transaksyon na to?
There were at least 2 to 3 transactions.
2 beses na siyang bumili sa inyo. Kaya itong pangatlong beses, akala mo siya pa rin ang bibili sa kanyang personal na kapasidad.
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
At hindi mo alam, katransaksyon mo ang provincial government of Ilocos Norte.
I never talked to anyone from the province, Your Honor.
At sinasabi mo sa amin, nalaman mo na lang na ang provincial government of Ilocos Norte, ang iyong katransaksyon, nung nag-meeting kayo ni Governor Aimee, ni Sir Mark Chua, at kayo po, nagkita kayo sa isang lugar sa Pasig.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Kailan po ito?
Sometime April, Your Honor.
Noong April, sinabi sa iyo ngayon ni Mark Chua at ni Governor Marcos, Mr. Go, iniimbestiga na yung transaksyon at ang bumili niyan ay ang government of Ilocos Norte. Doon nyo lang nalaman.
Your Honor, the meeting was always between me and Mr. Chua. I never talked to the good governor in terms of the transaction. So, nagulat na lang ako na nandoon po si Governor kasama nung ano. But I was never discussing any business with the Governor, Your Honor.
Sige. Para malaman po natin ang kabuhan po nito, meron po naman tayong naka-issue na subpoena. Malaman po natin ang katotohanan tungkol sa mga transaksyon kung saan ginamit po ang pera ng Ilocos Norte na galing sa 7171, pinambili ng sasakyan, at ang sabi ng supplier po, 10,800,000 ang ibinayad sa kanya, pero ang kinash advance ni Ma'am Gaur ay 18,600,000. So, abangan po natin ang pagdating ng iba pang makakapagbigay ng linaw sa atin, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Kong Rimpi. May I acknowledge the presence of Representative Neil Abayon III, Deputy Speaker Sharon Garin. Representative Arnel T. Our Majority Floor Leader.
Somebody texted me kasi. I'll just ask the governor. Or, ma'am, is it true that Attorney Labayog is also the chairman of the Quarry Council?
He was assigned as provincial quarry as well. That's correct.
Dami niyang hawak po, provincial assessor, provincial quarry, PBAC, legal officer pa siya. So,
Tama yun. Sobra-sobra nga ang trabaho ng tao. Kaya reorganize ho namin ng pilitan. Kaya lang malaking panahon din talaga ang nauubos. Pabalik-balik kami dito sa Manila. Kaya sana bigyan ninyo kami ng konting pagkakataon na ma-reorganize lahat yan.
Opo. In fact, ang last meeting naman po natin 25 days ago. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Are there any further questions from the members of the committee, from the members of the House of Representatives? Representative De Vera?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just a query with regards to Attorney Michelle L. Galan. Is she present, Your Honor? Because she is the owner and chief operating officer of the House of Precast Incorporated, Your Honor.
They were invited, but unfortunately, they have not appeared or attended this meeting. We have also invited Mr. Salvador Alunday of Artin Formal, Mr. Eric Cerudo, Proprietor Integrated Conservation Unlimited, Attorney Michelle Galan, Owner and Chief Operating Officer of the House of Precast Incorporated.
For that, because there are people here who have been repeatedly invited and are not showing up, so maybe ripe for the issuance of subpoena because they are not voluntarily assisting the committee. Same manner, nababasa ko po dito yung Valdez. Ilang beses na naimbita si Miss Valdez? This is the first time. Yung Miss Pangted, no? Na-mention na yung mga yun nun eh. Pangted, Valdez.
Elvira Jimenez as well, the COA.
What is the position now of Miss Valdez? Miss Josie. Sino nakakalam sa inyo?
Good afternoon, Your Honors. He's now Miss Grace Valdez Hara.
Hara?
Yes, Your Honor. Supply Officer.
Under the GSO?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh.
But
how about Pangted? Because their names were mentioned in previous testimonies as recipients of cash advances. Si Pangted.
Administrative Officer 3, sir. Supply Officer 2.
Under the GSO also?
Yes, sir.
Have you submitted to us inventory of your vehicles, Mr. Castro? Owned by the province of Ilocos Norte?
Not yet, Your Honor, only the ARE.
Can you give us an inventory, especially the transactions that we are looking at for 2010 to 2011, before the 40, before the 70, because there are documents here that have been marked as exhibits which tend to show that Mr. Go and Mr. Chua also had transactions for about 20 multi-cabs. Can you submit inventory of properties of the province? Motor vehicles.
Yes, Your Honor, with the permission of the provincial governor.
May we request, ma'am, for the inventory of vehicles for that were acquired in 2010 and 2011, other than the 40 and the 70?
Yes, we will look for whatever records we have po.
Is that a yes or no, ma'am? Because I will move for the issuance of subpoena doon sa STECOM po kung hindi po namin, kasi tumatagal po tayo rito para we would want to finish our resolution already by the next hearing in October 9, at mag-a-adjourn nga ho kami ng October 13, otherwise this will drag again until November. So we are appealing to you na masubmit po sana yung mga documents yan. As far as this 882 numbered resolution is concerned, meron pa naman yung isa at magawa na po namin yung committee report.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader. We look forward to the termination of this hearing, but this is the first time po that earlier transactions were alluded to and documents required. A subpoena duces tecum is not necessary. Dadalhin po namin ang anumang record na meron.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Chair, may I then ask the committee secretary who were the invited resource persons today who did not come to attend this committee meeting?
Again,
Mr. Chair?
may I mention at Mr. Alunday, Joel, Mr. Eric Sirodo, and Attorney Michelle Galan, and Miss Elvira Jimenez also. And Grace Valdez Hara na ba?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I am Roxanne Licastro of the Legal Office of the PGIN, Your Honor. Miss Grace Hara asked me to have this honorable committee to receive her letter because she's on her 8th month of pregnancy, and according to her obstetrician, she is not fit to travel and is advised to have a complete bed rest for 1 week. So she was not able to attend today's
For the benefit
hearing.
of Ms. Hara,
Thank
may I read the letter? This is to respectfully inform the Honorable Committee that I will not be able to attend the deliberation scheduled on September 25 for the reason that I am currently hospitalized due to my sensitive and delicate pregnancy. Original copy of my medical certificate and my obstetric ultrasound report as here to attach show that I am presently unfit to travel and advised to have a complete bed rest for 1 week. Attached herewith is a medical certificate. And ilang buwan na po siya buntis?
8 months, Your Honor.
That would be very hard for her to travel. So, yung 4 na lang, because I think that is very delicate na on the 8-month pregnancy. It is very hard for a female to travel mag 8-month pregnancy.
Sir, can you ask si Elvira Jimenez?
What about Elvira Jimenez? Is she still connected with COA? Ilang beses namin inimbita si Elvira, hindi sumisupot.
Sir, already retired.
Retired na. That is why pala.
Di naman consultant ang province of Ilocos Norte. Was Miss Jimenez ever part of the provincial government of Ilocos Norte as a consultant? No. Is that a no, ma'am? No. We are also in receipt na nag-resign na yata si Mr. Franco. Ba't naman kayo nag-resign na, Mr. Franco? You resigned. We have a copy.
Yeah, we have a letter. Mr. Franco submitted a letter informing us that
yes,
he has
Your
already
Honor,
resigned.
I resigned noong August 29. The day na sinabi ko sa inyo na magre-resign.
Congratulations on your new retirement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Representative De Vera, do you have any motion?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. May I move that those aforementioned personalities be issued subpoena in order that they would attend the next scheduled committee meeting, Your Honor. So move, Your Honor. And please, may I request the committee secretary to name them, except the one who is pregnant, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we have here Ms. Elvira Jimenez, Mr. Salvador Joel Alunday, Mr. Eric Cerudo, Attorney Michelle Galan. Any second on the motion? Any objection? There being none, the motion is carried. Any further questions? There being none, any motion to adjourn? Before we adjourn, again, may I remind everyone that the next hearing on the two resolutions regarding this matter will be on October 9, 9:30 a.m. Any motion? Any second? The hearing is now adjourned. Thank you to everyone.